Hey guys, it's Saturday. Been on the road this week. Not on the road next week, and it's a 4-day week, so I should get a lot of work done between now and the end of next weekend. But this is where we're at. So I've got the bar. Everything's within a 3 of square side to side. Everything I should be able to tweak that last bit in when I go to Copeland and welding. Anyway, got this set in place. We're about the width of the tube off still, so I'm going to have to trim the feet up and roll it down just a little bit. But it's going to line up really close to 65 degrees on the original B-pillar, rear bar, and this new bar. So I think it's going to flow pretty good. I've kind of got in my head, I figured out how I'm going to do it from the top. And so what I need to do is get these feet massage down in here, and then just do a simple tack to hold it, and then I'm going to build get the front hoop in, get that mocked up, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay the laterals in and burn them somewhat, and then I'll remove the cage, tighten everything up, finish my welds, and put it in for the final fitment. That's kind of where I'm at. It's going to be tight working around that existing B-pillar. So that's why I want to pull this section out with the front laterals attached to get good welds on that. Anyway, guys, that's kind of where we're at. Last night I took my 1.75, 120 wall DOM, and I sleeved it with 1.5 inch 120 wall DOM. I sleeved it through, left about a 1/2 inch overhang out each end, and seal welded that. I was going to cap them. I decided not to, so it'd be a good place to put a ratchet strap hook in to help pull down a cooler or something. And I mean, it's a 1/2 inch thick. The water shouldn't pull up in it. If water does get in there, it should come right back out. So that's kind of the thought process on that. That's pretty much where we're at on all this. And I'll give you a little walkthrough on what we've got done here in a bit. Anyway, I hope you're having a great weekend, and this is starting to take shape. Talk to you in a bit. Hey guys, it's Saturday evening. Saturday's been rough the last few weeks. Didn't get as much done today as I would have liked to, but some things in life are more important than working in the shop. A good buddy of mine lost his son this week, and so I took the afternoon off and went to the visitation there. Anyway, it's pretty rough. Pretty hard thing to wrap your head around, you know. But anyway, we had some storms move through. Lost power for a few hours, just long enough for me to get the generator drug out and replace the fuel bung. My rubber fuel bungs keep drying up and leaking. Put a new one in, and then found out I was out of gas. Drove into town to get gas, fill up. We got a non-ethanol station I buy all my gas at anyway for the small engine stuff, and the off-road rigs they sit quite a bit. And ran up there, and about the time I got there, I got a phone call the power to come back on. So anyway, generator's ready to go for next time, and I do have fuel now, so that's good. But I did get a little something done. I've been playing with my welder. Good buddy Joe has gave me some pointers. I got the voltage dialed in a little bit better. It's really laying pretty good now. Still pretty happy with it. Anyway, got the rear bar fitted. Had to do some modifications to that rear B-pillar, which I'll have to go back over and patch up, but we're gonna be okay. This rear one here is not doing a whole lot anyway, so we'll get it tied in. It'll be stronger than when we started. But this 1.75 120 wall is tied in. I got my crossbar in here. We're all fitted down into that. We're laying nice across the double B-pillar. If you notice, I do have ratchet straps on it still. Those are temporary. Those will not be staying. If we do, we'll go with some black ones. They look better. But I'll probably go ahead and take the ratchet straps out at some point. Right now, though, my goal is to build the whole cage, elevate it from the vehicle, and then bring it down and do the final burn-in at the end. Not the way I'd like to do it, but I'm trying to hug in tight to the target bar, and I'm probably going to end up chewing through the target bar for clearance. So I want to make sure I get good welds on the bottom of that cross bracing. So I'm going to go through the extra work and the ratchet straps and looking kind of hokey. I get it. But I'd rather do that, be confident in my welds, than make it look perfect, like it all just drops in place. It's not really how it works, man. Anyway, I'll give you a little walk around, guys, but I hope your weekend's going well. Hope you didn't get messed up by the storms. I know Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Oklahoma's on fire. A lot of tornadoes today, yesterday. It's been kind of a mess this week. We were 72 degrees at 3 o'clock, and we're like 42 now, maybe 40, dropping still. So anyway, guys, be safe, and tell your family you love them. Never know when things can change. Anyway, catch you in a bit. All right, guys, look at the mullet bar. The mullet bar is tied in, burned in. Everything looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And the reason I went ahead and did that now was I needed to be able to pull that down because I didn't want to trim anymore, right? So I just kind of wanted to fit my tube without rotating anymore. I got my angles really close, like we're within like, well, according to the little angle blocks I use, we're within a half a degree on this angle and this angle. And that's kind of, kind of wanted to stop while I was ahead, right? So I welded in the crossbar, my mullet bar, whatever you want to call it. Kind of going to give it a nice little tail section there over the radiator. I may throw a piece of aluminum up there. I don't know. Oddly enough, I've been looking at the big ollie, the old Baja rig, and I want to do a big wing on it. Zeppelin's not too keen on that yet. So we'll see if I can screw it up bad enough he has to go for it. But anyway, I'm working my way towards it. But anyway, that is the bar right there. I got to put my front spreader bars to come to the A-pillar. A-pillar right there. So what I want to do is get all that fitted, and I'll tack the tops, and I'll lift it out and burn it all in, and then I'll put it all back in one last time. So I think that is going to be my best approach. But man, I mean, it's lining up pretty good. I have measured and remeasured and measured. It seems like there's a lot of angles going on. I get that. But anyway, working with what we got. And I think the finished product, we might have taken a $3,500 rig, and maybe it'll be a $3,600 rig when we get done with it. Anyway, we'll see. Truth of the matter is I'll never sell it. So, doesn't really matter. I'm just building it for myself. Anyway, guys, I'll catch up with you. Have a great weekend. Hey, guys, it's Sunday. Sunday fun day. Anyway, look, this is the first fitment of the A-pillar. So I bent it up. It's been sitting around the shop for over a week, and I never actually put it in to see if it would fit actually in its place. Good news. It does. Really good news. I got to re-drill the shear plates we're going through on the floor. The whole rocker's tied into it. I'm going to have room for my kickers to the front. That really just simplified a lot. So basically, what I got to do is I got to take some height out, but I want to show you something cool. I left plenty of height. We're going to have to bring it in. It is sitting a little bit crooked because we're on a bolt head. Like I said, I got to re-drill that shear plate, make sure it'll sit flat. I want to show y'all something here. What's really cool is I designed this to fit around the existing holes in the dash, and I designed it extra high so we can get our crossbar in and drop it all in at once. So it's going to be like one final fitment when we're done. But let me show you this, guys. You don't get a lot better fitment than that between your door and your roll cage. And it's not pushing against it. We still have, So, man, you got to picture this with about 5 inches taken out to drop this. Basically, this bend's going to be out there. That should bring our door height right about right. We'll start running our braces off the top. Yeah, it's a bit of a high boy right now. Let's get that CJ2A look. High windshield, low hood. But once everything's in, everything's squared up, I mean, we're really, with all the tweaks to this tub from the rollovers, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. The other thing that's reassuring is I think we're going to be able to do our tube door seals like we talked about doing. I think all that's going to work now. Man, we may have to put some extra weather stripping on here, you know, something. She's never going to seal up 100%, but she's going to seal up better. And I'll tell you what, and this ain't bad, man. It's starting to come together. Still kind of naked here with the Targa bar off. It will be going back on. We're going to have to modify the top of it to allow the tubes to run through. Probably the Targa bar, I'll be taking off the top piece. We'll just be using the two sides. And what I'll do is I'll weld tabs both the two sides to the cage. And then we'll take a flat panel of aluminum, clean it up, put some edging on it. And we'll basically have a over the tube slick roof line when we're done. That's kind of what it's looking like at this point. But off the back brace here, I'm going to come in, make like an inverted V off of this short run. And then we're going to come off with a V for the front, come out to the corners to try to leave as much headroom as possible. We will have to come and tie this in here all the way at the edge. But the goal is to leave as much headroom as possible. So, man, it's tight, but we didn't have to further modify the dash, so that's good. It's going to fit, guys. So, man, feels good. Anyway, I hope your weekend's going well. We'll catch up with you in a bit. Hey guys, Redbeard here, getting this roll cage fitted in. We've got the body kind of laid back on it. The doors are on, the A-pillar's in, and the contours look really good. This side's a bit stubborn, it's ready to be tacked. But anyway, we don't lose any visibility through the windshield. We got the height where we needed it. I maybe could have left it an inch higher, but I think we're pretty good. But what I'm really happy about is this right here, the triple B pillar, is sitting probably a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch higher than what it should be. And we're only sitting about a 1/2 inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch higher than the Targa bar. So when it all gets laid in and cut in, I think the soft top's actually going to fit back over this. So it's pretty cool. Let me climb down off of here. And had to call in some help tonight. We got Q here, master fitter Q. But as you can see, our roll cage actually fits into the dash groove. I may buff that a hair more, but the door's open and shut without hitting. So if our windshield frame wasn't tweaked, we'd actually have a really good line here. But it's still not bad. I think once everything is pulled back, tightened in, we get a little weather strip, and we might actually seal this up a touch. But guys, that's where we're at. We're getting ready to tack it into the shear plates on the floor. Get that burned in. And at that point, I'm ready to start measuring for my cross bracing. Like I said, we'll modify the Targa bar to accept the tube structure. So when we're done, we'll have an outer rub that comes through the Targa bar up here to the hoop. And I'm actually going to rebuild the structure of the door frame with 1-inch tube. So as interesting as that sounds, the exterior of the vehicle, there will be no more sheet metal than what's on here right now. So what's left's too twisted, and I don't have the patience to deal with it, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, guys, for an odd weekend, I think we're making good ground. So we'll catch up with you. Have a great day. Hey guys, here we are fitting this front A-hoop in. Thought it was going to be a little more of a struggle. Hey guys, Redbeard here, behind the camera for a change. Look, front windshield hoop is burned in and bolted through the shear plates. We got Q and Steve. You haven't met Steve yet. New addition to the team. He's been around for a while, just off camera. But Steve's a good buddy of ours from here, local. And they came up to give me a hand getting this thing put in place. So, man, other than the occupants, it don't look bad, you know. Anyway, ain't nothing. We'll smear a little Vaseline over the lens or something. We'll make it work. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at. We had a great weekend, got a lot accomplished, and look, catch up with us next week. I honestly think the roll cage can be painted in final fitment next Saturday. So that's the goal, guys.
Keep it going. Thank you.